Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Higher Grounds podcast and today's morning minute meditation. Glad you tuned in today. And just a simple little thought I'd like to give you today, really just some ponderings. Something I've come to find that we as people, myself included, as a general group, as a whole, we're not the brightest group of people, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways, but we're especially not very bright in the area of the blessings that God has given us. Let me explain what I mean. A lot of times, we don't like to admit this, but it's the truth. A lot of times we go about our day and, something happens to us. I mean, bless our heart, we're just having such a bad day. I mean, somebody cuts us off in traffic, somebody looks at us funny while we're at the workplace. Maybe somebody didn't respond to you when you talk to them. I mean, just something terrible happens to us. And we just think, what a bad day I've had. I mean, this just isn't going right. And the reality is we don't say it because if we did, we'd seem like bad Christians. But a lot of times we find creeping into our mind the thought that, well, I just don't get what I deserve. I mean, I've done this. I've tried to do this. I've been this. I've been that. I mean, I just don't get what I deserve. And the truth of the matter is, if you're saved, then yes, you don't get what you deserved. Let me explain what I mean. In the Bible, one of the most well-known passages when Jesus said, the wages of sin is death. Now, that's a very simple meaning to that passage. The meaning is this: wages are just, something someone pays to an employee or a worker for some work they've done. And what Jesus basically is saying there is, all of you people, every man is a sinner. You've done sin all of your life. Every man, woman, boy, or girl, you've done sin all of your life. And because you've done sin, you have earned yourself your wages, which is death, eternal death in hell. That's what we deserve. That's what you and me both deserve. And yet God, in his infinite mercy, he decided he was going to make a way for us to escape hell. He decided that after we escaped hell, he wasn't going to stop there. He was going to bless us. His mercies are new every morning, the Bible says, which are true if you'll think about it. But so often we just spend so much time thinking about what we don't have and not being grateful for what we do have. There was a book written a long time ago called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. It's a popular old book, and it's really just a big, long poem about an old mariner, someone who lurked at sea on a ship, and talking to a young man, trying to give him some stories and some experiences about his life to help him. And the mariner gives a story how one day, him and some of his companions on the ship sailed to a very cold Arctic region, and there were winds, snow, and ice. It was just a miserable place, and all of them were rather frightened of the place. But out of nowhere, an albatross came and started, to fly around the ship and perch on the ship. An albatross in those days was a sign of good fortune and good favor, favor of God and whatnot, and all those good things. So, the crew of the ship was pleased. They were happy, and the exact reason for him doing this was never given in the book, but the mariner who was talking to the younger man, shot that albatross with his crossbow and killed him. After which, of course, a great deal of pain and agony and even death was brought upon the crew of that ship as a seeming reward for what they did. And may I say, many times it's the same way with us. We have so many blessings we don't deserve. We're so blessed, and yet so often we shoot down our blessings, just like that man did the albatross. It's a simple thought, my friends, but I hope you have a blessed day.